If you want to learn how to smooth out your 11s and your forehead lines naturally at home, then keep watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty Beyond 40. Today's video is a continuation of my ZIIP Halo series, and it's all about smoothing out 11s and forehead lines. But before we get started, if you're new here, hi, my name is Trina. I'm 49 years old. I make videos mostly about beauty devices. If you're interested in this topic, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'll leave links to all of this down in the description so you can go check it out later. We have a lot to cover in today's video, so if at any time you want to skip around to watch different sections of the video, I have chapters set up just like I do in all my YouTube videos, so feel free to skip around. And also, if at any time you want to shop the ZIIP Halo or any of the gels or products that I'm reviewing today, you can head down to the description below where I'll have links and promo codes. So earlier in the year, I did a ZIIP Halo 30-day test to lift and tighten my jowls area to improve this whole area, and the device did a really good job. And the next test that I wanted to do that this video is about is smoothing out fine lines and wrinkles using the founder's favorite routine. If you remember, my jowls routine included a custom treatment plan that Melanie set up for me on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and there was only one day that included the founder's favorite routine. And I mentioned in that video that I thought I'd like to do that routine more since it is a nanocurrent routine that helps to smooth out fine lines and wrinkles. I thought it would be really beneficial to do it more than once a week. So that's what this video is all about. I actually did a 7-day test using nanocurrent every single day for those 7 days, and I have my results to show you today. And yes, nanocurrent is different from microcurrent. Microcurrent you don't want to do every day because it targets the muscles, whereas nanocurrent targets the skin, so it's completely fine to do it every single day. Wanted to put that out there right up front since I assume many of you watching will have that question. I'll get more into that later on in the video. So in today's video, I'm going to talk you through the features of the ZIIP Halo and take a deep dive into the science behind the ZIIP Halo device and the technology that powers the device. Because the ZIIP is truly a unique device, and I don't have anything quite like it in my beauty device routine, and I have a lot of devices. So the first thing that I'm going to do is explain in depth the difference between microcurrent and nanocurrent. And the ZIIP device is the only device that includes microcurrent and nanocurrent. This is true for all ZIIP devices, so whatever ZIIP device you have, it will include microcurrent and nanocurrent. Most of us have already heard of microcurrent. Microcurrent is a low-level electrical current that stimulates the muscles in your face and your neck. It mimics the body's natural electrical current, so it's a sub-sensory experience, and you don't generally feel a microcurrent device unless you're using it around your teeth, or if you're using it around your eyes, you can see the light flashing because it's stimulating the optical nerve, but it's completely safe. There's no issues with that. It should never hurt. It should never twitch. It should never shock your skin. If it is doing that, I would recommend putting on more conductive gel or using a routine that has a lower level current, like nanocurrent. Nanocurrent has the lowest level current. So if your skin is really sensitive and you're feeling the device a lot when you're using another routine, then perhaps switch to the founder's favorite. You shouldn't feel any muscles twitching and you shouldn't feel any pain. A lot of people ask me that. I don't feel anything. Is it working? Absolutely. If you don't feel it, that means it is working because it's mimicking your body's natural electrical current. And it's boosting ATP, which is cellular energy, and it's stimulating collagen and elastin production. And you will see immediate and cumulative results from using microcurrent. Microcurrent, just like any other device I have in my collection, is a long game, but you will see immediate results on your skin, an immediate lift of your muscles, and your skin will look glowing from the increase in ATP. So you'll see those immediate effects, and then over time, as you sculpt and lift your face muscles, the results will last longer and longer and longer, and your face will start to see some cumulative results. So consistency and patience is key with this device, just like all devices in your collection. But if you're consistent, you will see lasting results. Now, how nanocurrent works is that it is a much lower intensity current. It works at the cellular level to boost ATP production, accelerate cell turnover, and stimulate collagen and elastin production as well, but nanocurrent is focusing more on the skin. So it's able to smooth out fine lines and wrinkles on the skin. It supports long-term skin health by reducing inflammation, repairing damaged tissue, and improving overall skin texture and resilience. So by combining microcurrent and nanocurrent into one device, you're getting the best of both worlds because you're getting lifted and toned facial muscles and smooth, glowing, radiant skin. The ZIIP has been a go-to in my beauty device routine for years. It plays well with all the other device modalities in my routine, and I just can't be without a microcurrent device. I'm gonna put up a chart on the screen and I'm gonna talk you through it because I think it helps to look at this visually. So you can see on the left-hand side here, Nanocurrent starts at 10 microamps, and this is a flatter waveform. It's a smaller waveform, and this is targeting the skin, so it's boosting skin health. It reduces fine lines. It helps you get that glow that I was talking about. This lower intensity is ideal for sensitive skin, like I mentioned earlier. So if you are feeling any discomfort using your regular routines in the ZIIP Halo app, I recommend switching to Founder's Favorite while your skin is feeling sensitive, because that's a nanocurrent only routine. And I am happy to report that ZIIP has released some data from studies they have run. I know that so many of you watching always love to see the results, the numbers, the data, the before and after photos. So we've got some here to review together. So in the nanocurrent column, it says that you can reduce your wrinkles by 28% in 6 weeks. This is the column that I focused on my 11s and my forehead, and we're gonna get into that later in the video. But this is what I did. I can confirm that it is true, it does work, but this is really the power of nanocurrent. And then as you move to the next column, the intensity is getting a little higher and the waveform is getting a little bit bigger, and this is the intensity that you can help treat acne and breakouts. In the ZIIP Halo app, you have access to a bunch of routines that Melanie put together, and the app connects to your device and you pick the routine that you want to do. You follow the tutorial in the app and it's Melanie showing you exactly how to use it. And the great thing about this app is that Melanie has combined different waveforms for each routine to get you the results you're after. So if you are, for example, using the problem solver routine, that is a routine that helps fight breakouts and acne. And so there's customized waveforms at various intensities that will be delivered to your face to help treat your breakouts. You don't have to know what the different waveforms are, what the intensity is. You don't have to be in control of any of that. You don't have to know about any of that. You just select the problem solver routine because you know you want to work on breakouts on your face, and the app and the device do all the work for you, and you just follow Melanie and glide the device along your face. When you get into that acne and breakout waveform, it helps to calm inflammation, reduce bacteria, clears breakouts faster, reduces redness. And in the study, it says the ZIIP Halo reduced acne by 42% in 8 weeks. Then moving into the third column where the intensity gets a little bit higher, this is where we start to reduce the signs of aging. So we're boosting ATP and collagen production, smoothing fine lines and wrinkles, clearing pigmentation, and evening out skin tone. This would be using routines like electric tone, which targets pigment. In this third column, at this intensity, the ZIIP Halo will improve skin tone by 13% in 6 weeks. And then the last column, the microcurrent column, at 400 microamps, that is the maximum intensity of this device. I don't like to go above 400 microamps on any of my microcurrent devices. Sometimes I'll even stay at 300 or 350. Stronger is not always better. It should never hurt. It should never twitch. It should never shock your skin. On the last column here, this is the microcurrent we all know and love. This is the 400 microamps that tightens and lifts your muscles. It's stimulating the muscles to lift and tighten your face, and it's optimal for both lifting and skincare absorption. And in their study, 87% agreed that skin felt more lifted. So this chart really just shows you the range of intensity and waveforms that the ZIIP Halo offers and all the different skin concerns that it can treat. You don't have to memorize any of this or learn any of it because of the way that Melanie packaged everything in the app, making it so easy for you to pick which skin concern or which area of your face you want to work on and send that routine to your device, and the device takes care of all the rest for you. So it's a really complicated device with a lot going on, but the app makes it so easy. There are a few other supporting case studies here that I can link to down in the description that talks about how microcurrent helps to boost skin health, helps to reduce the signs of aging, and helps to tighten and lift muscles. So I will link to those down below because I know there are a lot of you watching that are very interested in the data and the science. So I will make sure to link to those so you can go click through and read those whenever you want. Another thing to touch on is skincare absorption. I think most of us know that microcurrent helps with skincare absorption. While you're working the device across your skin, across your face, your neck, it's pushing the skincare deeper into your skin, deeper into your pores. So that's an added benefit of using a microcurrent device. And the ZIIP Halo improves skincare absorption by up to 120%. And that's why I think that the ZIIP Halo gels are the best ones on the market. I've got them all here and I'm gonna talk you through them all just so that you understand the difference between them. The first one is the electric complex. This is the gel that comes with the device. It's a plain conductivity gel. It does not contain any actives, but it has everything you need to conduct the current. It's a really nice formula. But if you really want to get the most out of your ZIIP Halo device, I recommend using one of the gels that has actives in it. Because then not only are you getting microcurrent and nanocurrent, but you're getting deep penetration of the wonderful actives that are formulated into each of these 3 conductive gels. The one I like to use the most is the crystal gel because it has glutathione in it, and that's great for pigment, and I have a lot of hyperpigmentation and melasma all over my face. I have a lot of makeup on right now, so you can't really see it in the studio. I'll show you how this gel looks. It's got a slight color to it, and this is more like a treatment mask. So you're getting a conductive gel infused with glutathione, and it's really gonna give you a beautiful glow. I like to keep this on for at least 10 minutes, even if I'm just doing a quick treatment that's only a couple minutes long, to get the benefits of those actives. And then while you're doing the routines, the ZIIP Halo device is pushing the skincare into your skin, and you're improving skincare absorption up to 120%. Now, the golden gel is best for a collagen boost. I'll show you how this one looks. These feel so nice on the skin. They're such luxurious formulas. This one has bioplacenta with 5 growth factors and niacinamide and 24 karat gold, which is why it has the name golden gel. And it says that golden gel gives mature skin an injection of life. It's our most potent anti-aging conductive gel, supercharged with skin revitalizing actives. It is truly Botox in a bottle. Yes, please. I don't do any injectables, so I'm always looking for devices and skincare that are going to help rejuvenate my skin and prevent any fine lines or wrinkles from coming in. And then the last one is silver gel. This one is best for a hydration boost. I'll show you how this one looks. This one is hyaluronic acid based. I can feel the hyaluronic acid. It feels so hydrating. It has cucumber and aloe and crushed pearl, and it's really gentle and super nourishing. It's the perfect formula for people with reactive or thirsty skin who still want to see results from microcurrent and nanocurrent. So if you've only been using the electric complex gel, I strongly recommend you try out one of the other 3 gels with actives, because you're really missing out on all that the ZIIP Halo offers by not pairing your device with a gel that has really potent actives included in the formula. And again, all 3 of these gels with actives, I like to leave these on for at least 10 minutes like a treatment mask. So if you are only doing a routine that's a couple minutes long, I recommend leaving them on for at least 10 minutes, maybe even longer, so that you can continue to get the benefits from those actives. Because while you're doing your routine, the ZIIP is going to push the actives into your skin and then let it work for a little while. Let it sit on your skin, let it do its work for at least 10 minutes so you can get the best out of your gels. Okay, so let's talk about my 7-day test. As I mentioned earlier, I was doing a gels 30-day test with my ZIIP Halo, and I only was doing the founder's favorite once a week, and I really wanted to see better results in my forehead and 11s area, because this is an area where I'm starting to see some lines come in, and I felt like I was neglecting the area by only doing founder's favorite once a week. So I asked the ZIIP team if I could do founder's favorite every day, and they said yes, because it's nanocurrent, you can. So I wanted to do a quick test to see, could I see results in just 7 days? And so I decided to do founder's favorite just here, just on my forehead and my 11s, for 5 minutes a day. The entire treatment is 10 minutes long, but that would normally be spread across your whole face and neck. So I just did 5 minutes here because that was all I felt was necessary. If I were going to do my whole face and neck, I would for sure do it for 10 minutes, but I am testing my NVIG Edge versus my NUA radiofrequency devices right now in a 30-day test side by side in this area here. So I didn't want to conflict with that area. I like to isolate results of the test that I'm doing as much as possible. And so that's why I only did the ZIIP Halo in this area, and I didn't do any other devices on this area. I didn't do LED, no radio frequency, no lasers, just the halo, to see what results I could see in just 7 days. So let's take a look at the results from my before and after test. I'll put the photos up on the screen. This is again after a 7-day test. So the results are very, very subtle because it was just a 7-day test, but I can definitely see smoothed out 11s. And my forehead looks smoother as well. There's a little line that's coming in the center of my forehead, and I made sure to focus on that line, and it definitely smoothed it out a little bit. And when you take a look at the whole area, it's definitely improved in the after photo after just 7 days, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the area can improve even more as I continue to use Founder's Favorite more to smooth out my 11s and my forehead lines. And then the last thing I'll say about this is that after I finished this test, I stopped using the ZIIP Halo and I noticed that my 11s started to come back. So it really does work, and it is really important to stay consistent. So I need to put this back into my calendar and keep using it because it really works to smooth out my 11s and my forehead lines. And when I'm done with all my other device tests, I really want to incorporate Founder's Favorite on my whole face and neck. Now, one of the things I really love about the ZIIP, like I talked about earlier, is that there's so many different routines. So whatever you're trying to treat on your face or your neck, the ZIIP Halo has a routine for you. I picked Founder's Favorite because I wanted to work on smoothing out lines using Nanocurrent. But in the other test I was doing before this, I was focusing on the jowls. So I did the jowls treatment, which is a really great treatment that includes microcurrent that lifts up the muscle here that holds up your jowls. And I also was doing the lift treatment to lift up the side of my face. So to lift up all these muscles on my jawline and my cheeks all the way up. So those are the ones that I like the most: lift, jowls, and Founder's Favorite. I also like electric tone because I have a lot of pigment all over my face. But if I have a hormonal acne flare-up coming in that I can feel, I love to grab the ZIIP and do the problem solver. You can also do the lips routine to plump up your lips. You can do the eyes routine to wake up and refresh and depuff your eyes. You can do the depuff treatment if your face is looking puffy. And there's more routines, so make sure you download the ZIIP app and pair your phone to your device so you can unlock all of the different routines that are available. If you don't do that, you only will have access to the lift routine, which is a great 4-minute routine to help you lift and tighten and sculpt your face muscles, but you're missing out on so much more that's available in the app. And there also are treatment plans in the app. So if you want to get glass skin, for example, or you want to do the 7-day facelift, or you want to do best skin of your life in 30 days, you can sign up for those treatment plans in the app, and it builds a routine out for you and reminds you when it's time for you to use your device and what routine you're supposed to use that day. It's a really fabulous way for you to get the most out of your device based on your skin concerns. And what I really like about it is that you can look at the treatment plans. You can expand it in the app and see what routines are included on what days in case you want to create your own routine, which is what I did with Melanie. She put together a custom treatment plan for me, and I just wrote it in my own paper calendar. So if you want to do something more custom to treat your specific skin concerns, you can absolutely do that. I think her treatment plans in the app are a great place to start because it gives you a baseline of what's possible, of what's available, and you can tweak it a little bit. Like if you're dealing with a lot of pigment, maybe add more electric tone. If you're dealing with more lines on your face that you want to smooth out, add in more Founder's Favorite. If you wake up with puffy eyes quite often, add in the eyes treatment more often. So it's really up to you, and you can customize your treatment plan based on what you're trying to improve on your face or your neck. What I also really love about the ZIIP Halo is that I can use this device as a preventative tool so that I can avoid getting Botox. So if I start to see my 11s come in or forehead lines coming in and they're bothering me, I know that I can grab my ZIIP Halo, do my Founder's Favorite, and I can start to smooth out this area so that I won't need to get Botox. If you already are getting Botox, you could use this device to start smoothing out the fine lines and wrinkles you see come in when your Botox starts to wear off. So hopefully you won't have to go in for that next Botox appointment. So I like to use the ZIIP Halo for preventative purposes, but if you have sagging or lines on your face that are more pronounced, you can absolutely use this device to reverse those signs of aging. So it can be used for preventative purposes, to get you off of Botox, or to help to reverse the signs of aging. All three scenarios are suitable for the ZIIP Halo. And I really love the app that Melanie put together. You can easily find the routine you want to do. You know exactly how long it is, what waveforms are included, what it's going to target. You tap the routine you want to do. The routine is sent from your phone to your device. And then you start the routine and you just follow Melanie's movements. She talks you through every routine and she makes it so seamless, so easy. There's no guesswork. And the routines last from 2 minutes to 10 minutes. So it's not a huge time commitment. And you will see results if you're consistent with the ZIIP Halo. It's such an elegant solution. I really look forward to using my ZIIP Halo every time I see it in my calendar that it's a day that I'm going to be zipping. And I think that you will too once you start to see results. So I am really happy with the results I saw from my founder's favorite test, and I'm quite impressed to have seen these results in just 7 days. Imagine the results I will see after doing this for 30, 60, 90 days. I think it's truly incredible how nanocurrent can be so powerful to smooth out the lines on your face in just 7 days. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed taking a deep dive into the science behind the ZIIP Halo device. If you're interested in shopping the ZIIP Halo or any of the gels that I reviewed today, you can head down to the links in my description below where I'll have promo codes so you can save when you check out. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, share with a friend, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!